Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly about Anime Crusaders. Now, I've been enjoying this game a lot recently, but I understand why some people are worried, so we're kind of going to go over things like that. With that being said, let's hop straight into it. First, let's start with the good. I think it should be obvious this game is pretty fun, and the reason why we'll get to later, but this game is pretty fun. I honestly think it's the most fun tower defense right now, in my opinion. I've been really enjoying it. I think a lot of people have been enjoying it as well. The reason why its player count keeps going higher and higher every single day. I think it's really fun. I think it looks great. Now, some of the things that make it so good are certain things like animations and stuff. Honestly, the way the maps look are pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie. I like their maps. And the best feature they have is by far their wiki. Also, they have every quality of life you could think of. Like, you've got mission trackers, you can change your units, you can look at your quest in game and everything like that. Also, golden's very easy to get on the farms, which is nice. Overall, they have everything in the quality of life like they should. Now we'll talk about the bad. These are typically just like little bugs and stuff, and they've had quite a lot of those. I'm not gonna lie. If you have been playing, you know that the challenges were kind of broken at one point. Also, matchmaking doesn't work right now, which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm sure they've had other little bugs that I haven't really ran into yet, but that's just what I've seen so far. Another thing that you could consider the ugly is because of the way they styled this game, or sorry, the bad. We haven't got to the ugly yet. By the way, there's not that much of the ugly, I'm gonna be honest, but there's just one major thing that people are concerned about. But anyway, before we get to the ugly, we have to finish the bad. And the way they chose to design this game means they followed the style of like Starfruits and stuff. And you know, I think a lot of people are tired of that. At least when there's only one challenge every 30 minutes, right? Like, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, they've made getting the stuff like really easy. Like, it only takes like 5 challenges and you have everything you need, which, yes, that does mean that is what, 2.5 hours. But if you just grind challenges for one day, you'll have enough for a very long time. So I think it's not that bad. Now, there's one more thing in the bad section I want to talk about, but I believe they said they are going to let it last longer, so it may not be bad. But the fact that the Sid NPC is already supposed to leave whenever the game just came out. Now, I believe they said they're going to let him stay for a little bit longer. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what they said. So if that's true, then, you know, you could just ignore the statement entirely. Now we get into the ugly, which I'm sure, especially if you watched my last video, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and that is the fact that this game is almost an identical copy to Anime Adventures. Obviously, everything is changed slightly. Well, not everything. Some stuff is the exact same. Like, a lot of the UI in this game is exactly Anime Adventures, right? And I love Anime Adventures. That's my favorite tower defense. And, you know, they say imitation is flattery. I agree. While Anime Adventures is down and doing their stuff, I think that, you know, this is fun to play, right? It's a fun alternative. But now people will get into the issue because if you don't know, it has been rumored that they're working on a big update, which is apparently the reason why they declined the boss, because they said they were going to be doing a massive update. And so now it makes you wonder what's in store for this game, because if Anime Adventures comes back with all the same quality of life stuff this game has, how would this game ever be able to compete, right? It's the OG, and this game just copied it, and they have so much more in Anime Adventures. Like, this game, it would require this game to basically update 20 times as fast as any other tower defense. And if you look at all those tower defenses that update really fast, Boss Studios, they always have inconsistent updates, lazy updates, slow updates, delayed updates, and yeah, that's just not a recipe for success. So that brings up the question, is it a problem that this game is kind of a ripoff of Anime Adventures? And I want to know your guys' thoughts, so leave comments down below if you think it's gonna, you know, be in trouble for being a clone pretty much. But my opinion on it is a little bit tough, because who knows when Anime Adventures is updating. We've been told, or allegedly been told, that it is going to update. But when exactly is that? Who knows? That could be a year from now, right? Like, we have no idea when it is supposed to update. And if it does update within a year, then this game is going to last for a pretty long time. I think a year of a tower defense is pretty good, especially since that's honestly, with most of them last, like, you look at Last Stand, which is pretty much dead at this point. Sorry, maybe they'll come back, but it is pretty much dead. It lasted like a year. Maybe not even a full... No, it lasted about a full year. So that's, you know, and think about how many people loved Last Stand. If this game lasts for a year, right, that'll be great. Anime Adventures could update next month. If this game lasted for a month, that would be terrible. That would be like Anime Defenders. Like, that would not be good, right? So, honestly, it is super reliant on when Anime Adventures does decide to drop their update, but I will say this, I don't think it's a problem as of now. But that's the thing. We kind of can't predict when Anime Adventures is coming back. So if it comes back soon, this game is fucked. I'm going to be honest, especially if it comes back soon. Like, if this game has a year to build itself up, it could maybe compete with Anime Adventures. But the fact that it has to rely on when AA comes back, because AA could come back tomorrow for all we know. And if it comes back soon, like I'd even say within 6 months, there's no way this game will survive. Because it is practically the exact same. Like, look, even this Monarch event is literally this is the Sakamoto Days event. That's all it is. And I'm not saying that to hate. Because, like I said, I love AA, so if you're going to copy a tower defense, you chose the best one, in my opinion. And I just think it's all going to depend on when Anime Adventures comes back. I know that doesn't really give a conclusive answer, but here's what I'll say. Until Anime Adventures says anything or comes back, I would play this. I don't see the issue as to why not. It's honestly looking like it's going to be one of the best tower defenses we have. I think it's going to rival Vanguards for a while, as long as they stay consistent with updates and they stay pretty good, which I think they're going to be because it seems they are kind of copying Anime Adventures, right? So it seems they're going to be pretty good for a while, as long as they copy the good updates. So is the game worth playing? I guess I'll answer that as well, even though that's kind of what my last video was about. I would say yes. I just don't see Anime Adventures coming back within the next 6 months. If it does, I would love that. But that would mean trouble for this game. Unless if this game starts releasing innovative updates, they could have just started with the base of Anime Adventures. That's another possibility. And if that's the case, then this game could last a while, right? But they're really going to have to lock in and get really original on these next updates. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't enjoy the content. As well, I have my Discord in the description. Once we hit 50 members, we will be doing a viewer-based video, which means you guys get to get involved. And not only that, I have my Twitch and second channel in the description if you want to see more of me. When this video drops, I will be doing a 24-hour live stream. So drop by, come say hi. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have an amazing day.